Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Non-Binary People's Day celebration here on GDQ Hotfix. Right now, we have a bit of Paper Mario Randomizer with Phantom. If you'd like to introduce yourself. Sorry.
Yeah. Phantom 5800 pretty much everywhere. And I will be doing Paper Mario Rando with the Blitz settings, which is what we used for the Season 2 of the Randomizer League that kind of just finished a couple weeks ago before GDQ. So I'm pretty much good to start if we're good to go.
Yeah, we are good to go.
Cool. Let's do a little Easter egg for the file name. I'm sure people will like this one. This is not something you normally see because typically people just put in gibberish for their file names. And we'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. So, immediately, this is going to be our Mario skin for the entire game because of that file name. You normally can't set this skin at all. And since this is Blitz settings, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking a quick look at Shooting Star Summit. And this will tell us what parts of the game we need to play. Specifically chapters. Blitz settings are set to 4 chapters, just to shorten seeds quite a bit. And I can talk more about the settings as they kind of come up overall, but we have Keysanity, Shopsanity, no panels in logic. We won't ever need to buy items from Merlot. 1, 2, 3, and 5. So no need to do 4, 6, or 7. So with Bombette, we're going to go immediately to Prologue area. Also, I had the seed vetted, so it'll either be really good or terrible, depending on the dev that I asked to vet a seed and how he felt that day.
Yeah, I think like seed vetting is very interesting because it either means like, oh yeah, the seed's going to be really good, or if they take their job very seriously, wow, the seed's going to be terrible. I'm going to take up the entire rest of it.
Yeah, my PB with these settings is a 125, and the estimate's a 150, so there's plenty of room for could be potentially terrible. Although with chapter 1, 2, 3, 5, I'm curious how this is going to play out, because these are fairly short chapters for the most part. Don't care about that badge. So worth noting, this is the Prologue area. Prologue is always included in logic, no matter what the required chapters are. Oh, that's really nice. We have partners are random, so that's normally talking to Goombario should give you Goombario, but it doesn't, which is great because no one wants Goombario. Notably, the berries that I just picked up there are treated as key items, but that won't matter because I don't have to go to chapter 6. We start with Boots and Hammer. You can play this randomizer starting without the ability to even jump or use your hammer at all. Those can lead to some pretty terrible seeds. This is a fun little trick. So we're going to jump on top of this block. And this invisible block here, Bombette can hit it. So we don't actually have to break the stone block there. Whole stone. Interesting. And I'm going to grab some money. We start with 150 coins. 50 of those coins are going to go to Can't See Koopa along a pleasant path. That's good. That's fine. And you'll notice I'm making a pretty large amount of use out of the homeward shroom, which is going to take us back to Toad Town every time we use it. These are very nice. Also, I'm we have Speedy Spin equipped by default, and we actually can't remove it. It's just quality of life, huge boost to movement speed over what you'd normally start with in vanilla. The Speedy Spin badge is normally you'd get after chapter 1. I don't actually need that. You'll notice on my tracker it has every item that I don't need has a little mark next to it, just saying that, oh, you don't actually need to go get that. Just as like a kind of reminder. Castle key. Oh, Tuba's castle. Okay. I see the word castle key and I'm like, that's not good.
I love just like different random
key.
video leagues because a lot of different communities love to just like claw the heck out of like their games, and having like Speedy Spin on like for the entire game is probably like so nice.
So you probably also have noticed by this point that there is no NPC dialogue.
I've definitely noticed, yes.
Yeah. So we just kind of immediately get all of our items. No need to wait for anyone to finish talking. No need to wait for cutscenes. This rando is significantly faster than it was when it came out over 2 years ago. I remember a lot of my old submission times with like the initial release of rando was like, we can finish this in like 4 hours. And now it's like, oh, but this is like sub 2 easy. And a lot of that's just down to quality of life. Also, Kent being orange. He looks so good orange. Powerquake. So I'm just kind of going through all the Sphere 0 locations, which are all the areas we have open at the beginning to us. Nothing particularly interesting has popped up yet in terms of like where I should be going. Only having Bombette likely means I should be going to Mount Rugged, but without Paracarry, that's not high on my list of things I want to do. Flower Saver could be good. All of our badge costs are random, BP and FP costs. So, leads to some fairly dynamic builds, I guess you could say. Especially since we're only doing 4 chapters, a lot of the common good badges we might just never see. I'm probably going to get Paracarry very soon. Or the Super Hammer. Seeing as how I can now full clear the ruins. 3 keys in the Pulse Stone is all you really need for that. I am going to save. We do randomly scale the difficulty of enemies. So, very likely we will see a situation where maybe chapter 1 has Goombas that have 7 HP and Koopas that have 11. Maybe there'll be vanilla 2 and 4. Who knows? We'll find out during the fuzzies. People like to guess what the order of the trees is. 4 trees, they bounce to 3 of them. So like 2, 1, 3, 3, 1, 2. Starting with tree 4 though. So since the BP cost is random, badges like this HP Plus could be incredibly valuable. Especially if it's discounted. So if this HP Plus is like 1 or 2 BP, and we level up for 3 BP, that's just free HP at that point. Double check my badges real quick. Powerquake I can actually use. HP Plus is bad.
HP plus sad face.
Yeah. Oh, hello. All right, so these are, according to my handy little spreadsheet, this is chapter 4 scaled, based entirely on the Koopa having 7 HP. Bombette is so far vanilla costed. So we're gonna do this. Knock these onto the ground. kind of high HP for what little I have at the moment, but that's fine. Making use of items early game is pretty important. Which is cool, because you don't normally see these items in like speedruns. Because look how slow this is.
I've never seen that item on hardware before. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, this is not normal. Snowman Doll is so slow. Also, I do have jingles being randomized. So, say end of battle jingles, going to bed, those are all different than what they normally would be. I also use a setting where colors are not vanilla. They can, if they can be random, they will be. So none of our partners will be their normal color schemes. I think I'm just gonna go to Mount Rugged, unfortunately. I have a little bit that I could do in chapter 3, but not a whole lot. So Forever Forest is not really worth it at the moment. There is more on Mount Rugged at least. Even if it is like not ideal. Although since this is a vetted seed, we could find a third letter on Mount Rugged and have Paracarry just be vanilla. And I would not be shocked. A lot of cutscenes that are normally not skippable are. So like normally you'd have to watch the train cutscene at least once before you can skip it. But it starts in the skippable state already. And if you're a Wacko lover, this is your warning to look away for the next like 10 seconds.
This is core of my comfort character.
Waka is guaranteed that he can never actually hold progression, but that doesn't mean he can't have good stuff. I can't get Watt yet. Well, she's gonna stay on that ledge for a little bit.
Who left that baby on that ledge? That is a baby.
That is literally a child on a ledge. Here's my super hammer. Okay. Well, I can't cross this gap because I don't have Paracarry, but with the super hammer, I can actually go to the desert through the sewers. Oh, I didn't check what that was. That looked like a bright jar. Okay. I also don't have a partner that I can hit blooper with. So I might have to get creative if I need to get a blooper. Crystal berry I don't need. Frying pan. Yeah, so we're able to cook by default at Tasty. That is a... You can lock... Oh my god. I can hit blooper now. You can lock cooking behind actually having the frying pan. But for Blitz settings, we play with the ability to always cook. Okay, I don't need the red key. All right, I see what they did when they rolled the seed. They really wanted me to fight blooper and have only one way to do it, and that's fine. We'll live with it. Maybe I'll get lucky and there's another partner over here that I can use instead. Well, I'll take life shrooms. Life shrooms probably one of the most valuable items. Yeah. I will judiciously save as well.
When I do randos, my ego never lets me save, but it's probably the right call. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. All right, well, we're gonna throw a hammer at Blooper. And then use this Goomba, I guess. Forcing me to use Goombario on Blooper is a shame. This has a fairly high chance of working. Blooper is pretty easy to dizzy.
I just want to put it out there. I love Goombario. I will not be standing for this slander.
He doesn't do anything. He effectively, for logic, Goombario is a junk item.
Yeah, but that's okay.
It's okay to be junk.
Yeah, he doesn't have to be useful right now or at all, but that's okay.
I'll use the snowman doll. It's 4 damage. That's more than 2, which is what Mario does by jumping. Yeah, throwing items at Blooper better than doing jump times 2 and head bonk every single turn. You waddles. When I get my choice of upgrading partners, I'll be upgrading Bombette, which will be happening soon. We actually could have randomized the all partner upgrades as well, but because Blitz settings were designed for a race sort of scenario, when they originally made it was thought that, and I still agree with this, that being able to choose who you upgrade instead of just getting it at random just made the ending more bearable. The extra damage on something like Bowser is really important if you have, say, Watt or Paracarry. I'm gonna take a little trip over here, see what this is, even though I can't get it. Okay. No need to come back in the sewers. I did mention also a little bit ago that frying pan is we don't need the frying pan to cook, and that's mostly because of the nature of Blitz settings, you aren't guaranteed to ever really need the frying pan or ever be able to find it. And being able to cook something like a life shroom at Tasty just tends to make seeds more reasonable to beat. Do you have anything here, Mount? Nope. All right, dried shroom, dusty hammer. And we're just gonna throw these away. So we don't need the frying pan to be able to cook at Tasty. We also start with a cookbook, so we can just hand that into her if we ever decide we need to cook something like a life shroom. Actually, don't need the train. All these items I don't need. And all of these life shrooms that I probably won't end up needing to use, hopefully.
Don't say that. We appreciate all live streams here on GDQ Hotfix. We also appreciate all gift subs, prime subs, and bits cheered here on twitch.tv/GDQ. So just consideration.
A jam and jelly, though, I will gladly take. All right, this is me checking if Bo is good. Yep. While I would like to have Powerbomb on Bombette, there's no guarantee I'd be able to use it. And having Spook to be able to just remove enemies is really nice. I'll take quick change. 3 items in the... Since I didn't mention it, 3 items in the Dry Outpost shop. The Dusty Hammer, Dried Shroom, and Dried Pasta are guaranteed to be there, unless you randomize the puzzles. So if you were to randomize puzzles, then the shop would have fully random items, and you would need to give a lemon to Mustafa to actually know what items to buy. Three letters. I'm still betting Paracarry's vanilla. And that was my third letter that I need to go bring back to him on Mount Rugged.
If he was vanilla, that'd be hilarious.
We love vanilla items in our randomizers. That would also get me Watt, though, and I would be okay with that.
We need to save that baby from that ledge.
Yeah. So I see in chat. My God. Okay. Chapter 4 is not a chapter I need to enter. The chapters I need to complete are 1, 2, 3, and 5 for Blitz settings. These settings were kind of based on the idea of Blitz from like Majora's Mask Rando or OOT, where the goal is just to be able to quickly beat a seed in a reasonable amount of time. Because for someone that's not like super skilled at Paper Mario, these randos can take 4, 5, 6 hours. And Blitz allows people that are just simply more familiar with the game to finish these in 2 hours or less pretty consistently. Shoutouts to most of the even top like probably 10-ish people from season 2, excuse me, of the Rando League being able to sub to these seeds very consistently. Which I think just speaks to how good these settings are to pick up. And since I don't need to ever save Muscular, I never actually have to enter Chapter 4 at all. And same with 6 and 7. Items just can't be placed there. We'll see what the pokies are here. If these are reasonable. Okay. So this is chapter 6 scaled.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Admittedly, yeah. Admittedly, I do like high scaled chapters to be 1 and 2. Because the enemies themselves aren't like that much more difficult, really. Until they are. Well, I have a lot of life shrooms. We're gonna try and get rid of some of these.
Oh, that works.
Bow coming in very handy. Yeah. So, ow. This is the enemy I was afraid of. The stone chomps are very strong at high scaled.
Yeah, the game just has a microphone. I heard you talking smack.
I'm using the Hey You Pikachu microphone on my N64.
I was literally about to say that, but I could not remember the name of Hey You Pikachu.
Oh my god. I have a stopwatch. Surely this will work. Okay, good enough. This is why we were given 1,000,000 life shrooms. Okay. Well, I know people are going to hate this. That was 8 FP. I do not apologize.
I'm not one that usually cares, but like that was 50.
Yeah.
Let's go Rando. Yeah.
Just making use of one of the best healing items in the game at level 2. Was it worth it? Hey.
Definitely worth it. Okay,
Yeah.
you know what? My bad. I should have not have questioned the goat. Okay.
Yeah, we take those. Oh. Here, I'll try this a couple times. You may think that you need paracarry, but you can just do this frame perfect jump instead. It's not in logic to do so. Oh. But it would be cool to actually get.
Yeah, it's just like really easy.
I'll try.
Like I don't know why you're.
I'll try one more time.
Perfect.
Okay, I'll actually try one more time where I jump.
Yeah. One more good attempt.
Okay, whatever. Not worth it. That gap requires paracarry and logic anyway. Hi, Cooper. Well, I can use Cooper to save a baby on Mount Rugged.
Saving a baby might be good.
Yeah, babies are pretty strong.
Yeah. Might help you with those like beefy enemies. Just a consideration.
Unironically. We don't want that badge. That badge is P down, D up. So we would be decreasing our attack strength. Also a little rando thing, you can upgrade partners that you don't currently have. Just a nice little quality of life. You're probably going to find them anyway. And now let's get out of the ruins. I would homeward shroom, except I still want to do a bunch of stuff in the desert, and I still want to make my way back to Mount Rugged and save a child. Before going probably to Chapter 3. Well, no, I got Cooper. Chapter 1 is definitely the appealing location to go. Cooper opens up the Cooper Brothers Fortress, and that's probably the most important thing for me at the moment.
Is it the most important in terms of like progression or just like check density? Or both?
Check density. I can't beat it without 4 keys, but with 2 keys, I can actually do almost all of it. Whereas Chapter 3, without Boo's Portrait or Super Boots, there's not really a lot for me there. Also, shoutouts to these blocks being reduced from 100 to 10 hits. Because vanilla requires 100 hits on that block to get the Ultra Shroom, which is the 3rd item spawn. And we're gonna lie to Buzzar. Buzzar up here is one of the few enemies that is scaled with the chapter that they're in. As far as like sort of mini boss, optional mini bosses is concerned. So that Buzzar, at Chapter 6 scaled, I believe he has like 55 HP or something. And he does a lot of damage.
Oh, those numbers make me sad. Oh wow, we saved a baby.
Yeah, so there's a baby.
Hi, wow.
And I'm gonna go deliver some letters to Paracarry. So let's see if my hunch that he's vanilla is correct. I hope so, but also like, what are the odds? Yeah, okay. Hey, a Whack-A-Bump. I wonder how we got that. And And we're gonna just use this right here, upgrade Watt to Ultra Rank. Not even paying attention to what her abilities cost, because at Ultra Rank, Watt's Electro Dash does 5 damage and pierces defense. And pierces defense is a very important quality to have. Especially when the final boss gauntlet all has 2 defense points.
A little bit overpowered, but like the right amount of overpowered. Make your randos fun.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Unironically, I think the hardest fight in the final boss gauntlet is Junior Troopa. And then you fight Bowser twice after for no reason. Because Junior has so many different forms. Particularly, he has one where he's flying and has a spike on his head, while having 2 defense. And that's just not fair. I don't need Cake Mix.
I can't believe Paper Mario has power creep like that.
They really just said, yeah, let's make sure Junior is ridiculously hard. And then let's give Bowser 1 defense in hallway fight. And then also make it so the Star Rod doesn't actually even make him invincible. When he has the shield, he has +3 defense. Ooh, all or nothing.
Well, doesn't he have cool move music? So that's like good enough, right?
Yeah, he has good music. That's really all he needs.
Yeah, that means the boss fight's like really hard.
Yeah. All or nothing is 2. Hello. All or nothing is effectively +1 attack. It only works when you hit your action commands, but when are we not? So now that is as strong as, say, Hammer. Switch over to Watt. And these enemies are still just Koopas. And Koopas have a very fatal weakness that when you jump on them, they fall on their back. Paracarry in prison. Honestly, he probably deserves to be there.
Mr.
I
Carey
don't
is
need
just a
that key.
humble man.
He literally lost the mail of like 20 people. Just kind of dropped it.
Can someone not be a little clumsy? Like, I think that's fine. He's trying his darndest. Mr. Carey is.
I do need Paracarry. So there are some chapter sets where you actually don't need all the partners. But chapter 3 has a gap that you need Paracarry to cross. So I will be required to obtain him at some point, wherever he is. And I do need Sushi also for chapter 5. I don't need Lackluster for anything, so I might never see him. Because he really only helps in chapter 6. All right, Bombette, what are you? Oh, okay, that's fine. I don't care. One of the worst badges in the game. So we're gonna do a couple fights. We're gonna do what we call the pit. The pit in chapter 1 is the gauntlet of 3. Okay, fine. The gauntlet of 3 paratroopa fights, or Koopa fights. And in regular speedruns, is the RNG pit where Fright Jar doesn't work on the second fight and you lose like 30 seconds. That is one of the beauties of Rando, though, is you don't have to care about situations like that. We could use Bow, also, but the experience from fighting these higher level enemies is really nice. So I don't really want to just scare them all away. Also, I would like the money. Oh, quick change is also really good. Let's just do that then.
Let's go quick change. Didn't realize you had it.
Yeah. 4 BP vanilla. So being 2 is a pretty good upgrade. And then TT-Witty makes it 7.
Why?
Oh. I guess partners technically do a little bit more in TT-Witty.
Yeah, but it makes me sad.
But 7 is still a lot. Yeah. It's like, yeah, you need to level up BP twice to equip this one badge and nothing else.
I think my comment about Paper Mario power creep was a little bit too real.
Yeah, power creep, we've already kind of hit peak with Watt here. Watt is just so strong. Easily the best partner in the game. Although I'm sure other people have other opinions. They might be wrong though.
I'm not gonna say my opinion because I think I'm like objectively like probably like top 3 most wrong.
Well, now you need to say it.
I'm a fan of both Goombario and Lackluster.
Oh no. I mean, Lackey's good. He's just good at different things.
Yeah.
Oh, I have all or nothing on. Oops.
I like sometimes I get him in the early game and I like pop off a little bit.
Bo is also definitely very good. I'm a big fan of Spook, personally. Also, Out of Sight is absurdly broken. Being able to just... I'm gonna not take damage this turn. Koopa? Oh. I'm sorry. He's all alone. Maybe this is why he didn't want to fight me.
He was keeping to himself, mind his own business.
Yeah.
You have to kill him like that? Like, really?
I wanted to get the doors down. And he... Apparently his, like, life is just tied to these doors.
First you left that baby there, on that ledge. Then him? Okay.
Okay, so I don't have a whole lot left to do other than dip into Chapter 3 finally. So I'm guessing Chapter 3 just happens to have everything I need. There are 3 checks in Forever Forest here. There's the Bubulb that normally gives you a magical seed. And there are 2 actually hidden rooms that I'm sure not everyone knows exists. Although maybe people know that the second one exists because you may just happen to run into it trying to leave Chapter 3. So, first check. Not the good attack effects badge.
You have randomized jingles, so do those also count, or is it just...
No. That'd be really nice if they did. Actually be really funny.
It'd be actually like hilarious. I was like in the back of my mind, like hoping.
Yeah, that would be it. Ooh, I love Double Dip. If it's good. So this is a secret room. This is actually where you can fight bees in Chapter 3. Normally, you'd only see them in Chapter 6. Some people don't know that bees can appear in the forest here. Also, I just have all of this memorized, so my forest routing is... Hello, Fuzzy. Hey, there's a bee. Chapter 2 scaled. Okay. Chapter 2 scaled Chapter 3. Also, I'll just take the level up. And upgrade the only stat that matters. So there's Boo's Mansion. Most people probably know about this hidden path. This is another secret room. Power Smash could actually be important. Because I don't need to go to Chapter 7, there is a possibility that I just don't need Ultra Boots ever. And we could be in a situation where we see Hammer actually being used on Bowser. Because Chapter 5 means I do need the Ultra Hammer. Speaking of Chapter 5, I should probably have gone there, but oh well, we're here.
We're here, and this is a little bit more funny to me.
So we have the record. I got the record really early. Who knows? Maybe it's good. This Boo is RNG. Sometimes he can randomly dance like that. Eh. If I have the spare BP, I'll equip Refund. It's not terrible if I need money for anything.
I think that Boo dancing is kind of heat because he's just getting down on the GDQ stream. Here on twitch.tv/gamesdonequick/subscribe.
True. I'm gonna follow the Boos here. I really don't want this repel gel. Also, fun fact: the Boo at the top actually stops over the one that has the item. So even if you're not paying attention, as long as you pay attention at the end. That repel gel could come in handy quite a bit. I always forget. I mean, I don't always forget, but I forget when I get Watt, like, in the mid-game, that she does actually open up something. Something very important in the whale. Normally, you typically do this quite a bit earlier. Because probably you start with Watt. But I had to go into the ruins, get Cooper, to get Watt on Mount Rugged, to go to Chapter 5. Okay. This is a chain.
Oh, I feel so much less bad about the whale because, like, they can't talk.
Oh, yeah.
I was about to, like, make a comment and be I feel so bad, like, hitting the whale with the hammer because he gets sad and then it doesn't happen anymore.
I think if you hammer the whale inside of him, he still says something. I don't think that dialogue was removed.
Okay, I could feel bad. How dare you?
I am gonna use Power Quake inside of the whale though.
Imagine how good that must feel. Like, think about it.
Would it feel good?
I think so.
This is Chapter 1 scale, Chapter 5, by the way. The Fuzzipede had 16 HP, which is the lowest he can, or second lowest he can have, lowest he can have. My eyes went down to the 16 at Junior Troop on Chapter 7, which is not Fuzzipede. Alright. Lava Lava Island. I'm not going to skip this cutscene, even though I could. Well, I will skip it, but not immediately, because we're going to say hi to Ezekiel. Hello, Ezekiel. That is the seagull's name.
Hello, Ezekiel.
It's a Paper Mario community meme of sorts. Ezekiel was named by another runner's partner. Shoutouts to Lopez and his girlfriend. She was watching him play Pape at some point and said something like, "What is that bird's name?" And he said it doesn't have one. And she said, "Well, his name is Ezekiel now." So his name is Ezekiel.
I just love like community memes that just come out of like respect to like someone's partner just like saying something like that. And like the entire community just like goes along with it. It's my favorite.
Yeah, we have the Ezekiel emotes on BTTV.
That's so heat.
Everyone loves Ezekiel, big round bird.
I just love like the Mario birds because like they all look so like silly.
All right, well, I got the Jade Raven on the beach. That's I think Raphael misplaced that a little bit. Sleepy sheep. I actually can't do much here because I don't have sushi. Oh, hello, Lackluster. Speaking of partners I would never get.
I was literally just about to ask the question like, can partners be in the shop? And then like, okay, never mind.
Yep. They definitely can be. I've only a few times seen Cooper in the Koopa Village shop.
That's so funny.
Sushi, are you vanilla? I have super boots now, so I can go back into Boost Mansion. But I can take the shortcut there this time, so not a huge deal. We're gonna go defeat some Dark Koopas in the sewers. I'll bring out Watt. Make sure I have Power Quake equipped, Quick Change, Power Plus is 3, that's pretty nice. Oh yeah, there's a... I used to use Merlin standing outside of his house as a queue to do this check, but since we have no cutscenes, he just is always inside. Easy to forget that that's where Quick Change is in vanilla. So, back to chapter 3.
I still can't believe like 7 BP. Like really? Like
TTYD.
I'm sorry. Like that's absurd to me.
So ground pounds don't like to work on Dark Koopas. They can work. It's just weird hitboxes. Also, these guys are toxic. Nice. Block for the flex. That block is really hard.
I've literally never hit that before. I don't know the timing.
I use the audio cue. I use the audio as a cue to time that. You can kind of do it like as the whirling is winding down, but it's hard to pinpoint exactly. This is also typically where, because we're doing Blitz settings, we have a small experience multiplier. So the Dark Koopas here tend to almost always give you a level. Just a matter of what fight it's on, and I guess it's on the third one. So, third Dark Koopa fight. Power Quake makes quick work. It's nice to have a usable power quake because you don't always get this, especially early.
They all get up so quick. I didn't expect them to like just get up immediately. Like forgot.
Yeah, Dark Koopa moment, I guess. At least it's not like the Dark Koopas and the other higher level Koopas in TTYD, where they're gonna stay on their backs and do stronger attacks. So yeah, Super Boots opens up quite a bit here. These crates normally have apples, and they have a fish instead. Okay.
That's not sanitary, I fear.
No. I would not recommend eating that fish.
That fish has very good moves.
Well, now I can take her and go back to chapter 5. We're not going to take that badge. No skull emoji today. I do want to see what the shop has. So I'm going to watch them toss the dried stream around a little bit and then ignore them. I think I'm going to go to 5 through the sewers. Ah, plenty of things I don't need. Thankfully, I will not need to come back and buy the miracle water.
I forget, is this a chapter that you need to complete? Or
It is,
okay.
yeah. So I do need Paracarry and Boo's Portrait to go to Tuba's Castle, as well as 2 more Tuba's Castle keys. So we're going to come over here and say hello to Electro Blooper. Bloopers are always progressive order, since we've already defeated the first one. This is now Electro. And I'm not worried about dying, because I have 10,000 life shrooms. And, you know, I like doing this mash sometimes. Close. In all bosses, which is probably one of my favorite vanilla speedruns, power shocking, not only Electro Blooper, but Super Blooper is required for the speedrun. And it is only barely human possible to max that mash out. And my mash is apparently not good enough today to do it. But that's fine. It worked anyway. And that's Electro Blooper, having taken 0 attacks.
Yeah, I don't know. That boss seems like really hard.
How much money do I have? 25 coins? I know I said Lackey's useless, but he does get us over here. And this is 3 checks. A very good check. Immediately.
Thank you, Lackey.
And then 2 star pieces. Okay, cool. For the room after this, I need both Ultra Boots and Ultra Hammer. Nice. To get the checks in there, so not particularly useful at the moment. Honestly, this should get me at least a few coins. Well, that's fine. That's good enough. I need 28 to do what I want to do here, and that's 27, but I can get another coin on the way. from this coin block right here. So Rip Cheeto, who lives in the sewers. In vanilla, all of his items cost 64 coins. In Rando, he has progressively higher costing items, starting at 2 and going up to 8 for what we need to purchase. Power jump, 2 more items. He didn't have anything required, but the first 6 items are in logic. You know, I'm gonna toss a life shroom. Crazy that I have all the partners except Paracarry. But I guess I'm going to... I don't like doing this, but for the sake of not having to backtrack, I will save the Yoshi children that are lost in the jungle.
Oh yeah, I forgot we have
It's
sushi.
probably one of the... Yep. It is probably one of the most skippable checks, but I will do it anyway. Yeah, sushi trapped in a box in a ghost mansion. Let's go see what's in this tree. And then I'll make my way through the jungle and save all of these children. Okay. 10 FP. I'll probably level up in here at least once. It's probably around this point that I want to start thinking about how I'm going to fight Bowser at the end. I don't have a ton of, like, the core typically incredible badges. I just grabbed that at a reflex. I don't need the magical seeds.
Yeah, I was about to say, do you know something that I don't? Like, to be fair, the answer
Normally
is probably
that-
yes, but
Normally that item is Power Quake, and you would always get Power Quake. So I just reflexively grabbed it. Hello, very low-level enemies. Low enough level they don't even give me experience anymore. Funnily enough, this red Yoshi is the only one that on his own would open up checks, depending on your settings, because he has a letter. So if you were playing with like letter rewards randomized, he is pretty much always worth saving because it's right there. Oh, well, okay. I know what I'm doing. Okay. I will check and see if Last Stand and Power Rush are good, but I think we have our build for the rest of the game. Uh-huh.
wow, okay. Yeah, that's definitely like a build for the rest of the game. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyways,
So I need 30 more coins, 39 coins to pay our very, very good friend Chet Rippo. But I already have the necessary investments and levels, so I'll be doing that as soon as I go back to Toad Town. And if you know Paper Mario, you probably know exactly what I'm going to do. That spear guy is kind of a troll. Also, you don't need to keep Watt out. As long as you just mash her, the Yoshi is good enough to leave. So, 2 more Yoshis to save, and then we'll be making our way towards the volcano. I know that with 3 fortress keys, that gives me nothing new over 2. because the first jail cell didn't have anything, and that's the only thing that 3 keys gets you. Well, goodbye, coin. So at this point, I'm probably going to end up with either Ultra Hammer or my 4th Fortress Key as the next item. Let's just remove these. And only one more Yoshi in the jungle. That's not sushi. As much as I'm sure Bo is a great swimmer, she won't do it here for some reason. Yeah, we'll just go deeper in the jungle. No need to go do the Yoshi Chief check exactly yet. Hey, okay. Well, I can beat this chapter now. Ultra Hammer was all I needed to actually finish the volcano. Don't worry, this is not cheating. Definitely not cheating. Melody. Is there anything I can't do here? No. So I'll go into the volcano. I will defeat Lava Piranha, Future Piranha, Lava Piranha. And I'll check the Yoshi Chief after I leave. Just gotta climb this tree. Should be one check up here. Don't care. If you're used to seeing like a glitchless speedrun or just playing the game normally, you know that Raphael likes to talk a lot. This cutscene sequence alone is like 2 minutes.
I
Normally.
understand now why this is sub 2. Yes, I get it.
So we're just gonna move right along here. Hello, Raphael. Oh, hey, he's already done. So yeah, the minimal cutscene stuff is fairly new. Definitely within the last year. Might even be within the last like 6 months or something. I don't remember exactly when all this stuff got pushed to the release. But yeah, also no Colorado. So yeah, this is all just getting to move pretty much nonstop. For an RPG especially, that's like strange in a sense. Like it feels different. Like just a completely different game almost. Is sushi even good? I mean, sushi is delicious, but that's not what I'm asking. 2 for squirt, that's fine. Shoutouts to the sushi train at GDQ.
Shout out to the sushi trade at GDQ.
So good. Which is strange to me, like being from the West Coast, being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get sushi in Minneapolis.
Yeah, I'm also from like the West Coast, so it's like a little weird for me being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get sushi in this landlocked state, I guess. Like, sure.
Yeah. but it's like actually good.
Yeah, it was decent. Yeah.
Nothing. Okay. Also, Lackey being able to just like move on lava, almost never relevant, except for chapter 8 where you have to do it.
I don't like making him do it because he gets like a little sad face.
Yeah, his cloud especially. Like him and his cloud are just like upset. This is normally Dizzy Stomp. Defend Plus, not usually a badge I would consider, but I have seen it be like 1 BP. There was a race at like probably over a year ago where almost everyone just ignored Defend Plus except for like one person. And that one person saw that it was 1 BP and had a much easier time through the end. Also, I don't have Paracarry, so I can't do the trick that you would normally see in speedruns called Flare Carry, but I will do an alternative with Lackey. Simply because I don't want to push this block across the entire room. So like what you're supposed to do is break all of those blocks by pushing this block all the way over there. Instead, we're going to attempt a Lackey teleport. Frame perfect trick. Aw. Little late there. There we go. And that saves silly amounts of time. Hello, keys. Is chapter 3 going to be the last thing I do? It very well might be at this point. How good is Mega Shock? 4? Okay. So we're going to be able to go straight to beating chapter 1 after this. And chapter 2 will probably come shortly after. I still need the Pyramid Stone and Lunar Stone, but I have basically everything else I could need. Also, this is so low scaled, I really didn't need to Mega Shock this, but whatever. Just flexing on Lava Piranha, I guess. And I have quick change, so phase 2 will also be fairly straightforward. Especially with only 20 HP. Sushi's signature ability. 8 damage. And Lava Piranha did 0 damage this entire fight. So you may also be used to there being a sort of escape sequence here. After defeating Lava Piranha, you would go to the next room, blow up a wall, go to the room after that, and Miss Star would fly you out of the volcano. Randomizer has changed this to simply touching the card, taking us out of the volcano entirely. Which saves, I don't know, a minute. Good enough amount of time.
We're so back. And now we're about to beat the game. This is how it works, surely.
It's really good right now. Which is, it's funny because I still need, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items, 6 items, counting paracarry. But with what I have left to do, those items will probably show up like pretty quickly.
Yeah, you'll get paracarry like right now.
Or he'll be literally go mode.
Yeah.
So I don't have an item to give to that yellow Yoshi. They want a cooked item. So if I need to come back for it, I will. But we'll just move along and beat chapter 1. Although, I guess paracarry could just be here. Okay, I need some money.
Yeah, like I said, you'll get him like right now. Like,
okay. Let's sell some stuff. Like this jam and jelly, that's a pretty good item to sell. I don't need this shooting star. I have plenty of repel gels and life shrooms for what I'm going to be doing. I'll just sell one of each. Because there is one more thing I want to do while I'm here. After spending money on Ralph. Hello, paracarry. 25 coins for a flying turtle. Calculator. Hey, Ralph, I found your calculator. Why? Well, I'm going to go over here. This is our good friend, Chet Repo. I'm going to spend 39 coins. I want my BP to be higher. I think that sounds like a good idea. Oh no, I have 5 HP. Whatever will I do? Let's see. Power jump is pretty good. Power smash is pretty good. Hammer throw, I have the ultra hammer. Double dip, sure. Why not? The Koopa Village shop had PFD down, so I'm gonna go grab that. Or one of the shops did. Hey, Goombaria, I found your dolly. Oh, okay. Thank you for the Thunder Rage.
that is a little girl. I don't think she should have one of those. That's dangerous.
This Rando does have traps, by the way, that you can enable. Sort of similar to like ice traps in OOT or other games. Okay, it was the chapter 2 shop. Which I'll go to later. And one of the traps is just getting struck by lightning. So it's funny to talk. There's a particular toad called Musty. He's at the castle ruins. Every single All Sanity that I play, I will talk to him to deliver his letter, and then he'll strike me with lightning. It's just a running gag at this point. He never has anything. He always just hits me with something. Either blows me up or calls down lightning from the sky. So yeah, Super Shroom there, don't care. Take our long trip around the castle. And we'll do the thing that you don't normally get to do. These gaps are actually sized perfectly for paracarry. This is where you would do something called pie jumps. Shoutouts to Pie. because funnily enough, doing pie jumps is actually like 1 second faster than using paracarry there. But you run the risk of falling to the ground below. Chapter 4 scaled chapter 1. I don't really need much experience. At this point, I have so much BP, I just don't need more. I'll just level up FP. My badge costs are all like really good. Badge that no one really cares about right there. Nope. That badge was moved all of one room from its vanilla location. Having done my fair share of 100% runs, I am probably one of the few people that knows what is every single vanilla item location and what it gives you. I'll heal, sure. I have All or Nothing and Power Plus equipped, so Power Smash is actually, I mean, it's fine. It doesn't drop off as bad as Jump does. I actually don't want to attack with Watt. Because I want to destroy... Oops. Whatever. I want to destroy fake Bowser with Mario, so that Watt gets to attack before the Koopa Bros do. Because if you don't watch a lot of Rando, you probably don't see this very often. Electro Dash. Oh, cool. The entire tower gets knocked over instantly by both lightning and explosion attacks. So that really only applies to Electro Dash, bomb attacks, or like the Thunderbolt item, or Thunder Rage. So, with what I currently have left, I guess I'd take the trip to probably Chapter 2 next. There's a couple items on the way I can turn in. Still needing Lunar Stone is pretty big. I can't do anything in Chapter 3, so I'm sort of just funneled into Chapter 2. Although, I might just go check Ralph again and he'll have Boost Portrait and tell me otherwise.
Yeah, Ralph is gonna help you out big time right now.
That does tend to be how these seeds can go. Not all the time, but it is fairly common that because beating a chapter gets you 3 more items to appear in the bad shop, that Ralph can just effectively make the seeds fairly linear if the rando decides to give him items. Doesn't always work out that way. Okay. Well, how much is this? Because I only have 20 coins. If it's more than that, I can't afford it. Okay.
I might be
bleeding
me.
Bleeding my wallet dry there, Ralph.
He heard you too. It used to be 10.
True. He's like, oh, you have 20 coins, huh?
Yeah, that's NB-phobic.
Well, it's not Pride Month anymore, but you know, it is Non-Binary Awareness Week.
Yeah, that's close enough.
Yeah, I don't need to buy anything here. All right, off to the ruins we go. This is like fairly bizarre that I have no items for chapter 3. Well, I have a single key, but normally chapter 3 is like a fairly dense location, especially with Tuba's castle and all of Gusty Gulch. Although, okay. I'm gonna bet we have 2 French vanilla Tuba's castle keys. They're gonna be in Tuba's castle, just in slightly different locations. It is also worth noting in terms of like randomizer logic, the randomizer never expects you to beat the ruins without having all 4 ruins keys. But there's nothing that stops you from solving the puzzle without knowing the solution by opening up the last door. So typically we would usually end up leaving the very last check behind and just beating the ruins with 3 keys. Oh, hello. Hello, Boost Portrait. Let's see if I can get on this chest. Not cheating, by the way. Anyway. Very, very minor little time save to not have to move these stairs around. So I will place the first 2. It's faster to place the 3rd one after doing the check over here to the side. Very, very minor time save, but it just happens to be that the cutscene for placing the lunar stone puts you further left, which is next to where the stairs appear. And we want to keep moving to the right a little bit to do one more check. Okay, so how good is Paracarry? Shame. I only really like to use Paracarry if he is a 1 FP or 2 FP shell shot. But when that happens, those are some of the best seeds for combat. All right, you have 50 HP. Hello, Toon Koopa. That's fine. I was considering trying to power shock him, but power shocking Toon Koopa is the same difficulty as if you were to attempt to power shock Bowser. Oops. Specifically Bowser in the hallway fight. Which is possible to do, but it is not possible to get more than like around 50 to 60% of the bar filled. And the way that Power Shock works, JCog has a very good video on it. Filling up the bar does not actually guarantee anything. So if you fill up the bar about 50% on Power Shock, imagine the runaway meter, where there's the little Mario running back and forth, and you fill the bar halfway. Even if it lands such that the little Mario is on the right side, you still fail it. And the little Mario will end on the right side more often, or further right, a little bit more often than to the left. Action commands. So filling the bar about halfway means you have about a 40% chance for Power Shock to work. Oh, right, they fixed Toon Koopa. A very long time ago, Tootin' Koopa could kill himself with his own spell the second time he used it. We're so close to being done, but I need 2 of the worst items. Tuba's castle keys are notoriously bad because the second key only opens up 2 checks, and the only thing the third key does is let you beat the chapter. So the randomizer logic can really do just about anything with them. Whereas the first key opens up quite a bit of the game. So I'm probably going to exhaust what few checks are left before going to Chapter 3. So, after clearing the ruins, Colorado and his team leave. So we have a check in the tree here. And sad. All right, Ralph, I am literally broke. I would actually prefer if you don't have this item. Cool. Thank you, Ralph.
It might be a profit.
So we're going to go turn in the melody real quick. It's pretty much the last item I have in Toad Town. Sorry, Pop Diva, we're going to leave before you finish your song.
I almost wish that was randomized as well.
With randomized music, that does get randomized.
That's so heat.
Randomized music is kind of cursed because this game has a lot of songs that you're only meant to hear for like 10 seconds. Which is why I only randomize the music jingles and not the songs themselves.
Yeah, I'm seeing some chat comments saying something along the lines of like, yeah, do we have time for a quick donation real quick? I'm sorry, that felt cursed. I never do that. I almost never do that, like, ever. So that felt just as weird for me as it felt for y'all.
All right, Blooper's gonna die soon anyway. I don't need to Power Shock again. Yeah, someday this might get into a mainline GDQ. Hopefully. Would be pretty cool. Yeah, shoutouts to non-binary people. Everyone. This is I haven't used star powers yet, so I don't get a chance to really call this out. The stars that you get in order use the star powers for that slot. So since I freed Mamar third, she was the one that used Starstorm. It's just a fun little addition. I really would like to go get PFD down. Bloopers are always in the order from smallest to biggest. Am I crazy? I mean, I probably am. Oh, well. I know I've seen PFD down. I just don't remember where. Whatever, not important. 1 extra damage won't kill me. Let's go see what's in chapter 3. And if I am reading the seed correctly, that 2 of these keys will be not vanilla, but French vanilla.
I've never heard French vanilla before. That's heat. That's such a good term.
I've heard French vanilla for a couple of years now. I don't remember who first like mentioned it. Like it took me a little bit to like understand what it meant. And I was like, oh, like, yeah, same, like similar to vanilla, but not quite.
Yeah, that's such like a good term.
Yeah, this was my first randomizer. So like when I first started playing this, when it came out, it was like, oh, learning all these terms from people who've been playing randomizers for like a decade. It's like, oh, there's so many things that are just ingrained. I hate that. So the storeroom key opens up 4 checks in Toad Town. Okay, thank you. 1. Also Ultra Boots. Yeah, a lot of rando communities that have been around for a very long time. Hello, third type of key. All right, I'm good. Because a lot of the pape runners obviously weren't like super into randos before this came out. So picked up a lot of things from like OOT, Link to the Past. Some of the most popular randos, obviously, that came before. And as far as like RPG randomizers go, Paper Mario is probably like the most similar to, or more similar to like a Zelda randomizer in terms of how the item progression plays out than most other RPGs.
That's a really good comparison, actually.
At least that's how I feel about it. I don't know if like people that watch these necessarily agree, but it's like a Zelda randomizer, except you have 50 key items that matter, which is a lot. Like, don't get me wrong, that's a ton. Because I also play a lot of Twilight Princess rando, and to me they feel like fairly similar in terms of just how much you need to actually get and how much every key item like opens up new areas, and not necessarily just like helping you with fights, because most items don't really do that other than the consumables. Oh,
It's gonna sound pretty weird, but this game's rando feels pretty similar to like Bomber Cyberpunk's rando.
not knowing the game, I couldn't say if I agree or not, but
Yeah, like in the base game, you're supposed to like spray a lot of graffiti to like get rep, but they change every like 5 sprays into like getting a new check, and then you can have different rep amounts as checks. So sometimes you can get like 20 or like 5 or like 48 or something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then you just need
I can definitely see the comparisons
to beat the game.
Okay. I couldn't see Mario's nose because he's purple, but it worked anyway. The lineup there is just based on like the tip of Mario's nose, so I wasn't quite sure if he was far enough in or not. Yeah, I've played a lot of Zelda randos. I played a lot of Pokemon Crystal also. It's kind of similar. Pokemon Crystal is probably my favorite of the Pokemon randos, just because of how many key items there are.
Yeah, I agree for sure. I love Crystal Rando.
It's just really fun to have like all these key item chains and progression systems. Jump over the Goombas. I would like to not just accidentally delete a Goomba. And so Tuba's heart here has 40 HP, is what it says. But when Tuba's heart hits 5 HP or less, it actually just runs away. So you can kind of think of it as having like 35. So this attack isn't going to kill, but it's going to end the fight regardless. I'm not sure why they programmed Tuba's heart to be like that. I guess maybe if you like tattle it with Goombario, you get a little bit more what's the word I'm looking for? Like, not anticipation, but like almost anxiety, being like, oh, he's still alive and he's gonna hit me and I'm gonna die, but then he runs away instead. Meanwhile, Tuba here has 8 HP and Jump does 14.
He's but a kind little guy. But you heard him like
He
that.
is.
He was just hungers.
I mean, to be fair, all of the booze that he ate were bullying him.
Yeah, it was just self-defense hungers. It's okay.
Yeah.
He can do what he wants whenever he wants.
So this is our last Star Spirit. Technically, there are 3 more, but we don't need to save them. These were the only ones that were shown on Shooting Star Summit. And now we get to go fight the boss gauntlet of Junior Troopa. Well, okay. Dupla Ghosts, Junior Troopa, Bowser, Bowser, Bowser. And Junior Troopa is the hardest fight, in my opinion. Especially with settings like this, where you don't necessarily have all of the tools that you might normally have to fight him with. But we do have a lot of tools, still regardless. I'm gonna toss this mystery so it doesn't interrupt my menus. I'm not trying to use a mystery and die. Would be very unfortunate. But yeah, Chapter 8 here is probably one of the biggest changes. Just overall in the randomizer. as the definitely correct music plays.
I mean, it's close enough.
Yeah, close enough. Okay. The movement I do here is like fairly precise to avoid these embers. They do tend to want to run right into you. And I use audio to time what I'm doing. Hello, Power Plus. How much do you want for this Power Plus? 15 coins? Take a life shroom. Thank you. I don't need Power Smash. Power Plus. Yeah, I don't have like Power Bounce or... I actually want to take off one of these. Actually, no, for Junior, I'll leave it on. There's a few different badge setups I can do for Bowser and Junior to put myself in a position where they are not really a threat. I don't have all of them, but I can make do with what I have. So, this final gauntlet is... We start from here. If you thought there was more to the castle, nope. This is everything that there is.
Castle's a bit shorter than I remember.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit.
I think Bowser renovated.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Yeah. Let's give Cooper some screen time. Very convenient of him. Oh. Okay. I want to take off Power Quake. I'll leave on Hammer Throw. There's really actually nothing I want on now that I'm looking at my badges again. All right, fine. Save me going back to the heart block. All right, this is Egg. Egg is very scary. I'm going to attempt to power shock him next turn. It probably won't work. Oh, okay. I got lucky. Honestly, we take that. So he's going to transform into a flying egg with a spike on his head at 1 HP. And that is the first of the boss gauntlet. The second one up here being Bowser. Validation block. Can't believe everyone's mail is up here.
I know it can't be in logic, but what if just that was Paragary?
So with this seed in particular, that could have been like Lackey. Just because I didn't need him for anything else. There actually is a way to make it so that Peach's Castle is in Logic too now. Because you can open up Chapter 8 early and shuffle the Starbeam into the item pool. So that you just wouldn't necessarily get Starbeam. Okay. Well, the game wants to be nice to me now. I've done a few of those seeds now where Starbeam is just in a random location and you don't get it from the stars in Shooting Star Summit. And it's very strange. If you end up at Bowser here without Starbeam, he actually gives you a hint as to where Starbeam is in the world. And that is the only hint in this game, in the rando. Okay, so I need to take off damage dodges. I mean, that's pretty much it. And the reason for that is I want to actually be taking a specific amount of damage on Final Bowser, such that he won't be able to heal. Final Bowser is able to heal 3 times. Every heal that he does is 30 HP. And he will only heal if the difference in percentage between Mario's HP and Bowser's HP is greater than 25. So we sort of manipulate that by keeping Mario's HP low, particularly at 1. So at 1 HP, Bowser will never be able to heal. At 2 HP, Bowser can heal if he's below 15. And it just keeps going up from there. And obviously, Bowser healing is very slow. So that is the one attack that is most important to block. All of his attacks are technically important to block, but Fire Breath is the big one. He puts up his shield. We Starbeam. And now this is where Peach would be fighting Kami Koopa. And you look over here, and it's already done.
He's quick with it. She's baller.
Apparently she just beat Kami Koopa before Twink even showed up or something. I don't know.
She got hands. She stays strapped.
So Peach Beam Bowser. Ideally, he does Fire Breath. That's the best move he can use. Just need to make sure I block whatever he throws at me. That's fine. Not ideal, but it's fine. So I'm going to double dip Thunder Rage for some damage. And a Repel Gel. Electro Dash. I just need to make sure Bowser's HP does not go below 15 unless I am going to kill him on that turn. In order to make sure he doesn't heal. Okay, so he's probably going to do a Star Shield on this turn, but I'm going to repel anyway. Since I have Quick Change, I can always pull out Bow. Oh, beamless so far. Okay, okay. This is fine. Mathematically. I cannot do a full attack with Watt. There's the shield. So I have a few options here. I could switch to bow and do out of sight, but it's actually going to be better to eat the life shroom. So Mario's jump would do 12. And Watt's Electro Dash does 5. He has 17 HP. Time is going to be coming up when the Star Rod touches Mario's hands. And time.
GG's.
GG's. Thank you. That was a fun seed. And the math worked out perfectly. But yeah. Phantom 5800, literally everywhere. I upload all my randos to YouTube also. So if you do a YouTube search for like Paper Mario Rando, I probably show up pretty high up there. Same with like Twilight Princess Rando. And shoutouts to the dev team. They've put in so much work with this Rando over the last couple of years. It's evolved a ton very quickly, and it's a very good time. Highly recommend.
Yeah, Twitch chat, you heard that. Follow Phantom right now. Twitch.tv/Phantom5800. Right now, I'm looking at you.
Also, shoutouts to Limey and Helix for running this event today.
OMG, that's me.
Follow them as well.
Thank you. Oh my god, it's me. But yeah, thank you so much for running. That was very fun. Unfortunately, that's it for me. That's it in terms of hosting for me anyways. After this next break, you're going to be in the capable hands and in the loving mic of Helix13_ on Twitch.tv. So we're going to be getting set up for the second half of today's event. And after that, after we get set up here in a few minutes, Helix is going to be back just to introduce everyone again and have a few more runs. I honestly don't even remember what's up. I just know that the entire schedule is just totally banger. I just had to remember what was on my half, so I can hype it up in my head and be like, yes, I'm so happy to be here. Because genuinely, I'm happy to be here. Genuinely happy to give a platform to all of these non-binary speedrunners. And again, like I've been saying all day, follow everyone that's been on, follow everyone that's gonna be on. But we are gonna be back in just a couple of minutes. See you then.